All right, good morning. It's Steve with the Outdoor Couple. I'm on Hidden Valley Lake. I had a break there for about 5-6 minutes because of the rain. The rain has kind of, stopped, so I'm back on. I didn't want to have my phone sitting out in the rain, otherwise I would have stayed. But I didn't catch anything. I'm still working on it. And I came out to deeper water thinking that I might have some luck out here, and I did not. So I didn't find any fish either. So over next to the marina, I was getting bit, but that stopped. So I came out over here and gonna give it a try here. So I'm on the north side of the lake. Excuse me, the south side. I got that backwards. Anyway, I'm throwing a crankbait again. See if there's some active fish that have moved up here, and hopefully we can convince one to take a swack at this crankbait. I'm in 12 feet of water right now. This lure dives about, I don't know, 6 feet. So that should be deep enough to get something to come up and take a swing at it. I'm on Hidden Valley Lake this morning. For those of you who are just coming back on or just haven't been on yet, and Hidden Valley Lake is in Northern California in a county known as Lake County. And I've got the sun trying to come out. It's trying. It's not having much success, but it is trying. So I was fishing deep. I started fishing shallow this morning. I caught two. I fished deep. I caught one small one. I got a really good thump. I could feel the weight of the fish, actually. It was a good fish, and I missed it. And now I'm back up shallow, seeing if I can't convince a fish that might be up in here, looking for a place to spawn. It's only March 3rd, as you know, so it's early. I don't expect, let me see if I can move this. I don't expect much this early. A couple weeks from now, a little bit of weather change, and it could be on. But right now, it's a hit or miss kind of thing. Just finding the fish is difficult. So I'm sitting over 9 feet of water. I was in this spot last spring, and using the same gear, the same lure, and I ended up hooking a 9-pounder and landing her right here. The heck kind of bird is that coming at me? Oh, it's a great blue heron. He's huge. I don't see any sign of fish here, which is not good. They just may not be on this part of the lake right now. I don't know how many of you are watching. I actually can't see. Looks like there's about 10 of you. Where are you from? What are you doing today? You have any questions about how I'm fishing or what I'm fishing with? Let me know. Be more than happy to share anything today. That's why you're here. It'd be like you fishing right alongside me in my kayak. There isn't a ripple on the water. The water is completely still. And every once in a while it'll start showering, but it doesn't really even get you wet. I felt like something took a swipe at it. Something hit that lure. Might have just been weeds too. I think that's what I got on here now. Yep. Crankbaiting around weeds is not easy. Don't start again, man. Oh, there we go. Oh man, he hammered it. Okay. All right, we're on. Oh man, he smoked it. It's not even a big fish. It's just aggressive. Okay, watch out for the treble hooks, right? Okay. Let me grab this thing before I get jacked up. All right. I'm gonna need my pliers for this one. Worst thing that could happen is you get a treble hook, get you. And I'd have to say these fish are starting to move up because I'm catching them shallow. He's got a really red lip on him too. He's maybe eating crawdads. Anyway, it's a keeper. That's all I can tell you. It's a keeper. Not a bad one. Maybe about 14 inches long. There you go. Let me give you a picture here. Here you go. Not a huge fish, but a good largemouth. I'm gonna let her go now. Bye, honey. Okay. Let's try that again. They're moving up in the shallow, so I think I've developed a pattern here. If I can keep on a pattern like this, they keep hitting like that, sooner or later, I'm gonna run into a big female. These little males are coming up first. We got some weed action here. But these females are gonna follow them up. I already caught one this morning, 4.9 pounds. Try it out a little farther. Yeah, that thing just clobbered it. I'm going through weeds again. It felt like a much bigger fish. It wasn't. Well, it's been the crankbait. I have to say the crankbait is what they're feeding on today. This is what they want. Maybe if it warms up a little bit more, these fish will come up. We're still at 53.5 degrees, so I got to come off of this point. It's shallow one up here, 6 feet. Let's go out this way. That little fish just clobbered it. Oop. I was getting bit right there. Or I'm in the weeds, one or the other. I think I'm in the weeds. Back in the weeds again. Amazing. All right, so I'm gonna get out of this lure and go to a swim bait. Oh, what am I doing? If you guys aren't using these bait sacks for your crankbaits, one day you're gonna hook yourself with a treble hook and you're gonna wish that you never did. Highly recommend those bait sacks, man. They're just gonna save you, and especially when you're in a boat. So now I'm throwing a Kayak, 3.3 Kayak on a owner underspin with a silver blade. And the Kayak is, oop, I just got bit right there. Son of a gun. The Kayak is in a sunfish pattern, as you can see right there. And I just got bit. Didn't feel like a big bite, but something at least came up and took a swack at it, so. I've got weed growth over there, so I'm just trying to keep it above the weeds. There are some big fish in this lake. I have caught them. I could catch one anytime. That's how I feel about this place. And today's biggest was 4 pounds, 9 ounces, which isn't what I would classify as a monster, but an awfully nice fish, right? I could be throwing a spinnerbait up here too, but I think the swim bait is a little bit more finessey kind of an approach. I also could be flipping a Senko out here too. Just throwing it up against these bulrushes and stuff. Oop, that was a bite. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's off. He's off. Oh man, what the heck happened there? That's 2 bites and no reward. What the heck happened there? That was a good bite. I thought I set the hook. All right. Well, you can't, I guess you can't catch them all. That was a little bit better bite than the one I had earlier. Well, that's what I mean. I think if I'm throwing even a 3/8 ounce spinner bait, it might just be too much. In the fall, no. In the fall, I definitely recommend it. So, anybody watching? Let me see what's going on here. Well, it looks like there's at least, I don't know, I can't see. Hold on. There's 10 of you out there. There's 10 of you that wanted to go fishing with me today. Come on, man. Help me out. Tell me where you're from. What's going on? Are you fishing too? Go down this bank a little bit. I'm just slow rolling this Kayak on the underspin. Normally out here I'd throw a lighter color. I decided to put this on there. I've been bit now 3 times. I haven't had a fish just inhale it yet, and I might just go back to a lighter color Kayak. This one's not very visible in the water, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go from that, and we're going to go to a lighter color. Let's see if that doesn't improve things. These are called electric shad. That's a good pattern. Okay, so that's an electric shad color right there. There's no shad in this lake, but that doesn't matter. I mean, they still look like a little fish. And that's what these fish are eating. So hopefully this color produces more interest. I don't know why I don't put my glasses on to do this. All right, what's going on here? There we go. Okay. So the way you put it on this underspin is you screw the head on here until the back is like so, and then you bring your hook down. I'll do it this way. Bring your hook down where you want it to come through, and then just bring it right up through the back. There's a little groove there for the hook to lay in. You can see it right there, and you're ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stink my bait up because I've been touching it. Let's see if this color doesn't change things a little bit. You can definitely see it better in the water. I can. Now, I don't know about the bass, but I can. So, it's right next to the tulies there. That's good. That point is just a perfect way for fish coming out of this cove and coming around that area there. It's just perfect. So what I'm gonna do is just make a turn. Oh hell, I'll go back here. I haven't been back here yet. This is what I use up on Clear Lake right now. The underspin is killing them. Well, anyway, good morning, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. I'm on Hidden Valley Lake in Northern California. I'm fishing largemouth bass. Right now, I am throwing a 3.3 Kayak on a owner underspin. I'm thinking that these fish are going to start moving up on the shallows as a pre-spawn pattern. I'm sitting in literally 7 feet of water right now. I just got bit twice off of that point, and unfortunately, I didn't set the hook. I should check that hook. I hadn't checked to see if it's sharp. Hold on. I think that's probably a good idea. Sometimes these things lay around in your tackle box and they get dull. No, that's sticky, man. I always carry one of these with me. It's a little diamond hook sharpener. It's got a groove in it for the hook to go through. And I mean, man, you want to touch up your hooks. Here you go. I'll show you. That's what I'm using right here. And you just want to touch up your hook in that groove. There might be a little spur or something, and sometimes that's all you need to make the difference of getting bit and landing a fish. Anyway, that's razor sharp now. It retracts like a pencil, which is awesome. And that's it. That's what I use. I always keep it on my kayak. I keep one in my boat. It's just a good idea to make a habit of touching your hooks up. There's fish that lay over there on these two, and then I'll come back across to that point. Only one out here today. No one's out here. Just me. It's Tuesday, March the 4th. The time is 10:30. This bite should be coming on right about now. And if the water was clear, I'd be tossing a Senko. Something slow, sinking is good. But this is a good bait. So far, I haven't been bit on it. Maybe I changed colors and I changed colors too soon. I'm gonna make a couple more casts, and then what I'll do is not only will I change back to the green, the bluegill pattern, but I'll also put on a gold blade and water this color. That seems to help. I'm not getting bit on this, that's for sure. All right. Let's make a quick change back. Sometimes, it's in this game, you gotta be able to stick and move. Stick and move. All right, let's see what we got here. I didn't bring a whole lot of baits with me, but here we go. exactly what the doctor ordered. There you go. Okay. I have to tie this on. Let me check that hook out a little bit. I'm going to brush that one up too. Okay, got to put the glasses on. Just want to touch that hook up a little bit. See, it's not sticking in my thumbnail, and that's what I wanted to do. It's just sliding off the thumbnail, which means in my mind that it's not as sharp as it can be. Yeah, you catch a few fish and it gets dull. There it goes. Okay, now it's sticking in my thumb. And let's put that back. Let's tie it on. Is that a brass? Yeah, it's a brass blade. Okay. Sometimes it's just the subtle differences in a color or a blade that make all the difference in the world. And if you don't condition yourself to change, what happens is you go, oh, they're not biting, and you end up leaving a lake that had a lot of opportunity, but you failed to actually figure it out. So I say, figure it out. Stay in it. Don't let them be. And when you've exhausted all your ammo, your baits, then you're done. And some days it's like that. Some days they don't bite. And there's no explanation for it. It is what it is. Oh, that bait looks, if we don't get bit on this bait, something's not right. How's that? All right, so here we go. Let's get back into this game. There's got to be a fish sitting right over here. Hungry bass over there, looking for a bluegill to swim by. That's what we're looking like. We're looking like a small, delicious bluegill that a bass would just want to eat. It says I'm in 10 feet of water right here where the boat is. I know I'm casting up to shallower than that. Back in the weeds or something over here. Yeah. There's definitely small fish here. You can see them on the graph. All right, I'm going to go back to that point. Let's go back to the point. The sun's coming out. bit in there twice. You guys got any questions? You got any news to share? All right. We're getting close now. Oh, that was definitely a bite. That was definitely a bite. Something was hitting on it. I think I'm going to catch one on this point right here. That's 3 times. Pull off a little bit more. There's a little ledge here. When it came over that ledge, something came up and poked at it. That was weeds. Still weeds out here. Nice thing about this is it comes through the weeds really good. What the heck? That was a fish right there. It just buzzed the water. See, the shallows warm up, those bait fish come in here. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a good one here. All right. Really close. It's like right up on the weed line. All right. Let's get him in here. Not a big one, but it's definitely a good one. There you go. You know, another small male, not a big hen, but a small male moving up here to check things out. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for visiting. All right. That's like 5 today. I'm glad I changed colors. There you go. You guys just saw how important it is to kind of keep moving your baits, man, changing them out, because you just never know. Yeah, there's these tree limbs that come in here. I probably boogered all the fish out of here. You know, had I stayed with the white one, or didn't even try a swim bait, you know, you just never know what's going to happen. And I learned a while ago that if you're gonna catch bass, then you've got to be willing to adapt and change and try different things. And then you could always lock that in your memory for another day, you know? That was a great little hit right there. I'm not catching big fish today. I don't know where the females are, but they haven't moved in yet. That fish was right up on shore. People are starting to wake up in Hidden Valley. Well, listen, if there's something you want to know about what I'm doing, or why I'm doing what I'm doing, or how I'm doing it, what my baits are, whatever you want to know, just leave it right here in the comments. I'll answer it. That's what this whole going live thing is about. So you can interact with what I'm doing, and I'm glad to have you here. I still think that point is worth casting at again. Let's get over there. The way these fish are up shallow, maybe I should work some of these other coves. Because they are definitely, and it could just be this one point that they're coming up on. A couple years ago, I came up on this point. The water was really clear, and I was literally surrounded by about 50 bass. Just a big school of bass that were just making their way into the shallows and checking things out, which was really cool. I was just flipping a Senko, unweighted Senko at them, and had fun. It was a lot of fun. All right. Well, let's go see if we can't find them somewhere else. Which direction should I go? I think I'm going to go towards these coves that they like to spawn in. Let's see if I can't find them there. But before I do, I think it's time to break out a stogie, don't you? Hold on. Somebody made a comment. Hold on. I just see that. Let me see what you said here. Caught anything yet? Yeah, Kelly. How you doing? Actually, I caught 5 already. Early this morning, and I say early, a couple hours ago maybe. I caught a 4.5 pounder, and I caught a, I don't know, 1.5, 2 pounder. Then I went over next to the marina and caught one there that was small, and then I've caught 2 over here. So I'm casting swim baits, crankbaits. I have worked a fatty Z on the bottom. That I caught one little one there. I got bit pretty good there too, but that's what's going on. So yeah, the fishing's not bad. I've had a couple of rainstorms that's kind of gotten in the way of doing the live thing because I didn't want to get my phone wet. But other than that, it's all good. How you doing today? We're gonna move the old kayak over to a cove, see if we can't catch fish moving up in there. Oh, that's a tasty cigar. This is a nice cigar. It's Drew. That's the brand, and it's a Maduro Toro. Very delicious. I gotta put my glasses on each time I have to read something here. Not bad. Got in late last night. Caught a 5-pound walleye. Good going, dude. 5 pound, that's good eating, isn't it? Or are the smaller ones better to eat? I guarantee you 5 pounds is fun to catch. Where are you at again? You know, maybe these ones are going to be easier to deal with. Let's try this. There we go. Utah. Not frozen up over in Utah, huh? I guess southern Utah doesn't freeze up. Nice catch. My biggest this morning was 4.9. The weather out here in California is pretty mild. Like today is overcast and we got a little rain showers, but no big deal. It is frozen. I'm fishing the rivers around the lakes. Ah, there you go. I was wondering how you're gonna get that walleye to bite through the ice. So right now I'm casting a 3-3 Kayak in sunfish pattern with a brass bladed underspin. Owner underspin. Uh-oh. Oh. The heck was that? There's a bite. Listen, Kelly, if you're still out there, I'm working on a video. When was it? Last Wednesday? Brenda and I went out and fly fished the Feather River here in Northern California for steelhead. And we had a great day. And I ain't going to give anything away, but I will tell you this. Brenda was the hero of the day. She caught a monster. So I'm going to be putting that up by Saturday. So have a look at that. Let me know what you think. And it's time to catch another fish, to be honest with you. Let's go down that dock. Uh-oh. That's not. Almost hit the rod. I hit the rod. I want to break a tip off the rod. I'm good. I'm going to turn around and go down that shoreline there. Sorry, bud. It is frozen. I'll be looking for it. Glad you guys had a good trip. Hey, thanks a lot, man. It's going to be really worth watching. The editing taking twice as long because I ran 5 cameras. I had four cameras that I'm editing from, and then I had one for the intros and outros. But I used a 360, and the action is pretty awesome. I imagine the film's going to be about 45 minutes long. That's where I'm trying to keep it at. It's worth watching. We caught some beautiful fish. If you haven't been out to Northern California, you'll know why we stay here, even though it's a communistic, liberal-hearted state. But it's something we tolerate just because it is beautiful here. Politically, we're due for a change, man. We can't keep going like we are with these Newsoms and whatever. Got to get rid of them. Anyway, that's all. That's my political commentary for today. Let's move on. No, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of hunters in this state, and there's a lot of fishermen, and there's a lot of conservative people here too that believe in the First Amendment, Second Amendment, all the amendments, and the Constitution. We believe what's right or wrong, and we only know that there's men and women out here. But there's a lot of people that have influence and money that are driving these narratives that are just making people insane. It's ruining the state. The governor has no regard for the state. He's letting it burn down. Let's see. Are you fishing in the catfish tournament this year? Yeah, I am, Dirty. I am. I'll be there. My daughter Bella is going to be joining me. Are you going to fish it? Dirty 30, man. That's a great name, by the way. Yeah, I like the, I fish that catfish derby every year. It's the most fun you could have with bait and hook. It's a lot of fun. Right on. Where do you put in at? You don't have to tell me where you fish. I'll be putting in at Clear Lake Oaks. That's where I drop the boat in. If you've seen my videos, you know my boat's a Lund, and on each side of the boat is a big round sticker, you know, with our logo, the Outdoor Couple. Unfortunately, around here, oh, here we go. Wow, man. You know, every state has a constitution, and in our state in California, Kelly, it says that any navigable waters can be fished by a citizen of the state of California. It doesn't say you have to have a fishing license even. It just says you can fish it. So I don't see how they can deny you access for navigable water. Now, the land surrounding the water could be private, and you can have people that are just, you know, what can I say? They want to lock everything up to themselves. But I don't know how the water can be considered non-public. Nobody owns that water but the state and that the people of the state. So I would run that by Fish and Game and see what the heck's going on there. Don't allow them to push you off. Tell you what, I'm gonna put my glasses on here and so I can see your messages. I'm moving over to this cove here. It's a shallow cove with a deep channel going into it. The fish kind of like to travel up that channel, and then they spread out on these flats. And I think this swim bait's gonna at least rise a couple of, you know, small bucks. right, so we're coming into this cove now. I guess you can kind of see how big the lake is in this view right here. All right, let's get busy. Shallow over in here. 6 feet. Lots of junk. Lots of junk. All right. Gotcha. I don't fish like that. I just bait fish. I got spots where I anchor dirty, and I got a secret bait, and we end up catching a lot of cats. We haven't caught. I think the biggest was about just under 19 pounds. But we catch a lot of them. It's a lot of fun. As you've watched my videos, you know. So this year I expected the same thing. I don't go out there with any hopes of catching some monster, but you never know. You never know. So good luck to you, man. I'll look for you out there. I'm gonna be in a green and gray Lund. It's an 18-foot Lund, and that time of year, of course, I'll have my Bimini top on it, and it's running a black Merc. And again, on the side of the boat, there's big round circles about yay big, and they have my logo on there on the side of the boat. So if you see us, wave, man. Say hi. Stop in and say hi. All right, man. Oh, the fish just busted in there. why they're in there, man. It's soupy. It's soupy. Oh, it was almost a nightmare right there. All right. £26 is a winner, man. That puts you in the money. I think last year the tournament was won by something just over £26. Was that you? I gotta figure out what's going on over here. We're gonna go back to the marina and see if I can't catch fish coming out of the shallows over there. They're not in here. Still a little early. Getting down in the grass here. Come on, fish. Don't quit on me now. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, we're gonna go deeper water. Okay, we're on the bottom now. See if we can come back here and get that other fish to bite. All right, and the cigar goes in the boat. And we gotta catch a fish here, man. It's been a minute. All right, looks like there's fish on the bottom. Come on. I'm just dragging this bait over the bottom. The bait I'm using is a Fatty Z by Z-Man. And it's in a June bug pattern. I'm fishing it on a 4/0 hook with a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight. I have the weight pegged. It's Texas rigged. But the cool thing about this bait is that the bait stands straight up. So it looks like a bait fish nosing on the bottom, or a crawdad. And it's been super effective here, Berryessa, and of course Clear Lake. Today I've only caught one small one this way. Everything else has been on Swimbait and crankbait. Water temperature is now 54.5 degrees. So we've come up a degree in the last 40 minutes, which should improve the fishing somewhat. And it's like glass out here. There's not a breeze. There's no more rain. There's a rock pile over here about, I don't know, 70 yards to my straight left, and I'm gonna go over there, hit that rock pile. They seem to be liking to hang that right there on that rock pile. I'll fish my way over there. I brought the net. I only had to use it once. That was because I had a bass hit the crankbait and caught him in the lower lip, and I am not going to put my hand next to a fish that's thrashing around with a crankbait hanging out of his face. All right, that's going to be the cast right there. All right, we're on the bottom. Just hit bottom. I'm seeing fish on the graph. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I'm hooked up. Okay. Oh, we stuck a good one here. There he is. That's a nice fish right there. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Come here. It's not a giant, but he's hooked good. Come on. Come on. Okay. There you go. I gotta tighten that drag, man. I set the hook and there you go. That's a nice fish right there. That's, you know, in inches, it's about 17 inches long. I would go 2.5, maybe 3. Anyway, I'm gonna let her go now. Thank you. There she goes. Let's get that drag tightened up. Oh, I set the hook, the line came out. I don't like that. There we go. That's much better. Okay. That's 6. Still no big hens moving in. You know, and I say big hens, I'm talking 8 pounds or bigger. Still nothing like that swimming by. Maybe on this cast, you never know. But I literally saw that fish down on the graph, or a fish, and then boom, he just grabbed it. So they're staging out here in front of this cove. Eventually they're gonna go in. I say in the next, depending on the weather, the next couple of weeks, they're gonna start moving in. "20 feet of water." That fish was white. That's how deep they're coming. not at the rock pile yet. That should be about right where it is. That should be on the rock pile. Okay, just landed on the bottom there. This is slow type fishing, but if that's how they want if that's what they want, I did get some to chase today with the crankbait, and I'll fish it before I get off of this lake again. Okay, I'm starting to see action down near the bottom on the graph. Well, I want to thank you guys for sticking it out with me while I'm fishing here. And, you know, the fishing hasn't been like every other cast, which it typically isn't. But, you know, if you wait about 30 minutes, I'll probably will catch another fish. That next fish could easily be a 10-pounder. The drop shot just hasn't been working. I haven't been fishing it much either, but it hasn't been working like I want it to work. Usually that thing is just, when they're hitting that particular worm, they are hitting it. The action can be just fast and furious. All right, now I got fish on the graph. I'm in 20 feet of water. I'm just pulling that thing along the bottom. And this fish is definitely looking at my bait. I can just tell by the way it looks on the graph. Just need him to take it. Sometimes they hit it when you stop moving. That fish is right on the bottom. I don't feel bottom anymore. Okay. All right. Put you over there. I'm gonna fish today till about noon. It's oh man, it's already 11:30. So day's just going by so fast. I didn't start until about 8 o'clock. I was gonna come out first light, and I thought, nah, I don't think so. Not much here. I saw that one fish come down and look at my bait. I caught one, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of activity here on the screen. Try it in a little closer. Come on. Come on. Only 18 feet of water. One more cast here and then we're moving. This time I'm going to put it out a little deeper water. There we go. Let's see what happens there. This is a good spot in the summer. Summertime, it's very good. Springtime's good. It should be on fire right now. It's just not. Like, I haven't found a concentration of fish. I'm seeing 0 on the graph now. And I may just be fishing too fast too. Oh, there was a fish right there. Son of a gun. All right, I'll give you one more try here. Sorry I'm being so quiet. I don't have much to say. I've been on live streaming here all morning. I would love to put one more fish on the boat for you guys. But I can definitely see that there may be some rain moving in. I'm gonna cut out here pretty soon. All right, we're gonna move on. So anyway, my kayak is a native watercraft. It's called the Slayer Max Propel. And there's a nice little rock pile right there too, 28 feet. And with this pedal unit, I can move the boat at about, if I really wanted to, almost 4 miles an hour. I do have a Newport NK180 electric motor for this when I'm on bigger lakes. I'll put that motor on and motor around just to get me there and back, pretty much. What I like to do is, like if I fish Berryessa, I'll put in someplace, but I know that I'll be fishing. There's a fish right there. I'll be fishing, maybe 2 or 3 miles out, maybe farther, and so I'll just run to my spot and see what I can do. Son of a gun, those aren't bass. I don't know what they are, but there's definitely fish there. Could be a school of crappie or something. Anyway, that's how I get around on this thing. It's very stable. It's very fast. They do make Native Watercraft makes a Titan, which is a very, very stable boat. It's just heavy. It's about another 30 or 40 pounds heavier than the boat I have. And this is about all I could handle, I'd be honest with you. It's a lot to ask. To be, I put this in the back of my truck and I move it around. I do have a trailer for both of them. Brenda has a 10-footer. And this is stable enough. I've never even come close to tipping in this, and I've been out some pretty rough water. All right, I think we're going to shoot back to that cove, and we'll go work a crankbait and see if we can't get another fish to chase, and then we'll call it a day. That's my plan. My plan is always subject to change based on the results. I could say I'm going to be out here for another half hour, and that really means I'll be out here until dark. So that's kind of how I am. Anyway, I think I'm going to move in a little closer and just work 10, 12 feet of water. So there's the ridge. Okay. Might have to put that deeper running lure on here. I think I will. Okay. Go back to a little deeper running lure. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Treble hooks. Let's get some glasses in here. Okay. Ah. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, here we go. Don't forget to hit the bottom. It's free and helps the channel grow. Double tap the bottom, double tap the screen. Oh, really? Out of Butte Creek? 35 pounder? Wow. Dude, you're the man. You're catching some big catfish. I used to duck hunt off of Butte Creek. Up off of 162, I'd put my boat in there and drift all the way down, almost to Gray Lodge. Great wood duck and pheasant hunt. See if we can't pull a big hen out of there. Oop. Fish on the surface right there. I don't know what they were. Grass. That's new grass. Very green.